In this screencast, we're going to learn how to create a simple database using Excel. A database is simply a table of information that's organized by header or field names. Data that's organized into a database can be sorted and searched to pull out specific pieces of information. Think of an online telephone book that allows you to search for specific names or keywords. That is an example of a database. A couple of terms that you need to be familiar with are field and record. A field is all of the information in a column. For example, column C is the last name field. Column E is the city field. A record is all of the information pertaining to one entry. Row 6 is the record of Mrs. Wanda Brown. Row 9 is the record of Dr. Jamie Anderson. You can create a database in Excel in a couple of different ways. You can just key in the information into a spreadsheet page, starting with the header row, and we'll do that right now. So I've just opened up a new blank spreadsheet. My cursor is in the first cell, so I'm going to type in my header row or my field names. I'm going to tab to get to the next cell, and tab again. Now to get back to column A, I'm going to press enter, and that pops me down to the first cell in the next row, and now I'm just going to start entering in my first record. Again, tabbing between cells. And I'm going to enter, and that pops me down into the next row. So now I've started my basic little database. I can continue entering records right directly into the spreadsheet, or I can use a form that Excel has created to make the entry of the information a little bit easier. The first thing I have to do, however, is I need to pop up the form tool, and that needs to go into the quick access toolbar. So I do that by clicking on the arrow beside the quick access toolbar. I'm going to choose more commands. In the choose commands from text box, I'm going to choose all commands, and I'm going to scroll down here until I find form. And there it is right there. I'm going to click on it, choose add. That adds it to the list. I'm going to choose OK, and there is my form tool right there. In order to use the form tool, I don't have to have any records already created in my database. I do, however, have to have the header row. And the other important thing is that my cursor needs to either be in the database or right adjacent to the database before I can retrieve the form tool. So with my cursor sitting right underneath the first record, I'm going to click on the form tool, and it appears. Now it has the field names that I have created, and it already has the first record in there that I put in, and it tells me that I am looking at one record of a total of 1. So to open up another record, or to enter another record, I'm going to click on the new button, and I'm just going to start entering my information. Again, I'm going to tab from one text box to the next. And at this point, I can either press the enter key on my keyboard, or I can click on the new button with my mouse. As soon as I enter, that new record appears on the spreadsheet, and I'm ready to enter the next record. And enter again. Oh, I see I've made a typo. So I'm going to shift tab to take me back to Brown and retype that. Tab down to Red Deer, tab down to age, and my income. Now I'm going to enter once more, and there are my 4 records. I'm going to close my form because I don't need it anymore, and that is my first basic little database.